Whoa. What is that supposed to be?
What do you mean? Daniel and I in a relationship. I think we could provide great insight.
Good.
I'm taking that audio and I'm using that to my advantage for the rest of time.
Don't. I'm bad and bougie.
I fucking hate you.
This dry streak might end if that's what you're referring to.
This voice, and it says, I know you know I'm here. Why are you ignoring me?
Are you smelling burnt toast, sir?
I should roll.
Yeah. Over Chipotle.
There's no way you could speak to them dancing that hard and so passionately.
You know what? I really may regret this.
All right, 3, 2. Just kidding, we're recording again. Welcome to the I May Regret This show. I'm getting a ... which is like, okay, no, we're good. All right,
Okay.
Kunal, I have Kunal here in the virtual studio with me. Kunal, what's going on, dude?
We're actually in a Zoom meeting, and you hit record without telling anyone and getting our consent, and so I don't know.
Moving on to our guests. Very excited to announce returning guest. Firstly, fellow cat palm daddy, Govin Sharma. How's it going, dude?
Going well, man. I still haven't started my podcast, so got to be back on yours.
And super excited to announce brand new guest, Cassandra Tardif. Am I saying that right?
Damn, that was butchered.
Okay, I tried. I knew this was, I planned this out in my head before this was going to happen. And I knew I would say it like that. And I knew I would be saying it wrong. But, we all got to learn. Also,
you gotta elicit some responses,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to, in order to get through life, you have to fall on your face and get back up.
Anyways, Daniel, not to cut you off, but our guest asked us a question before we started that I would be remiss if I didn't answer.
I'm actually the host, so I don't know why you're
I said my arms were hurting, and you guys were like, why? And I was like, because of Fit On. And you guys were like, oh, what's Fit On? Well, let me tell you, Fit On is this fantastic app that I've recently discovered.
Are you saying it like many times so you know it's going to be annoying to edit when I bleep it out?
Yes. Fit On is this amazing app that I discovered where it's like pretty much tailored to amazing work from home workouts that you can do. And you can focus on like different body groups or cardio or whatever. And it's been absolutely fantastic.
You can't focus on different body groups. I've tried it.
Does it focus on Kegels as well?
That's Fit On after dark, bro.
Do you have to pay a premium for that?
Oh, well, it's funny you say that because we talked about Fit On last week when I found out about it, and I was just talking about it, and Daniel seemed like he hated it. Come to find out, 2 days ago, Daniel broke the news to, actually, no, it was last night. Daniel, what did you do after bashing Fit On for an entire episode? What did you do that even I haven't done yet?
I didn't dislike it. I hated the fact that we were giving them free promotion.
Okay, and free promotion was me just free promotion is you called free promotion me using it for free. What did you actually do?
Okay. I'd like to set the precedent first of all. I'd like to just say fuck Fit On. I don't give a shit about this company.
Right.
But yeah, I wanted to I don't know. Kunal was talking about it. I wanted a different way to work out because it's been getting boring lately. So this has videos to work out too. I'm like, cool.
Spit it out, man. Get to the point.
I tried to cast it to my TV because I didn't want to watch on my phone because I don't want to wear glasses because I wear glasses all day. I'm like, I'm done with it. Anyways, it wouldn't let me cast to my TV unless I paid for it.
Oh, that's how they get
I
you.
was like, you know what? Fuck it. It was 70% off, which is probably what it goes for regularly anyways. And I paid $25 for 6 months of a subscription.
Loser!
Wait.
I've been using it.
Hear me out.
Absolute loser.
So you're telling me you needed a strap on to get the full experience of Fit On, an app that Kunal has a hard on for. Oh, is that good?
See, these are the moments where I just wonder if I'm not woke enough or if I should just be happy that I didn't think of that.
What was the strap-on part? What strap did I need?
That's what I was trying to wrap my head around.
Like the premium feature strapped on, you have to add on.
Oh, that was really good.
I would have been more impressed if maybe I'm just not
an add-on. I could have said, yeah.
No. He was fine. He was fine. You're just a little embarrassed because you paid for it.
The reason I'm embarrassed is that the entire time I'm using it, I'm like, it's women. It's generally women that are.
That's
the
actually
instructors.
Daniel.
It's not the worst thing though.
So you're
No, no.
sexist.
He cut me off, bro. I wasn't done.
Thank you, you sexist pig. Also,
Okay,
it
here's what I was
depends
gonna
on the
say.
workouts that you choose, and obviously, you haven't been. There's an intensity bar. Okay?
I picked the highest intensity one. there
Okay,
was
so
for
then
this.
if it's high intensity, but you're mad because they're just empowering
I'm not
women,
mad.
then guess what? It's
Let
time
me
you look
finish
in the
what I
mirror,
was
buddy.
saying. Holy shit. I was saying it's generally women. Not that that's a bad thing. It's generally women that are instructors. I'm like, cool. I'm watching this video. I put on the highest intensity. There's different options. And this whole time, this woman's going like, yeah, like we're doing this, this is for like that hot summer bod. This is for like the holiday season bod, whatever type of bod you're trying to get. And I'm like, okay, I feel like this is kind of tailored to women, but whatever, like I'm down. And it's like kicking my ass, and the whole time she's just going like, you got this, girlfriend, like keep going. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, all right, thanks, girlfriend. I'm fucking like dying over here. Meanwhile, the
Doesn't that
instructor
motivate
like
you though?
It
yeah,
motivates me.
kind of, I guess. Like it was just, I guess I'd feel neutral about it. I guess it was just interesting.
Well,
I just felt like it was a different demographic than what it was supposed to be.
I have a question though.
Okay.
Why are you paying for this if YouTube exists?
Only you can do OnlyFans workouts as well.
I mean,
why are you paying for
you
this?
can do OnlyFans workouts. I'm not even gonna get into that.
I think that's a good idea.
You guys know that Cass is like a certified yoga instructor and like yoga teacher. But before I met her, this actually is in grade 11. When I first got into yoga, I would specifically just like I wanted to do it for like health purposes because someone told me to do it, but I'd always pick like the videos with like the most well-endowed women that were
well-endowed.
Well worded.
This was pre-OnlyFans though. Pre-OnlyFans, of course. What are your thoughts?
Course. Well, I mean, my thoughts are it doesn't surprise me. Mostly because I unfollowed a lot of your OnlyFans that you were following during Christmas break.
My God.
No surprises there.
Well, Cass, actually, I was reading and it looks like FitOn is constantly looking for new instructors, and yoga is actually a very big part of their app. So, I mean, I would love to, maybe set up an opportunity or something. Again, I have no affiliations.
Dude,
I'll
like,
tell you what.
You trying to pimp out my girl? No,
absolutely not.
I'll get a Cass. If you start a FitOn like instructor program, I'll make an OnlyFans, and then we can go into this business together.
See,
deal.
Why? No, my question is why? Why would you start an OnlyFans if she did that? She'd be helping people. What would you
be helping
doing?
people too?
OnlyFans girls help the economy. It's another job, and they get paid and they spend that money.
They're empowering themselves instead of being fucked over by like the like disgusting porn industry.
Facts.
Okay.
Canal, you piece of shit.
I said
would you like me to
nothing.
get exploited for my services? No, I'm empowering
First
myself.
of all, like the past
beautiful
6 weeks
person
on this very podcast, you try to exploit me for my services. Okay, let's get back on track.
That's
Daniel.
just a cute little thing we have between.
No,
you
it's
and
not.
I.
No, it's not cute because it's not two-way. This is a one-way street.
OnlyFans inspired like a lot of jobs. There's OnlyFans managers, OnlyFans agents, OnlyFans accountants, like cloud accountants become huge
Yes,
as
can
well.
confirm.
Is that why you're into it? Like the business side of things, right? Like,
I'm just like I see a lot of potential.
yeah.
That's
You don't want to
bullshit
use
right
it.
there.
You just want to be like an
Oh,
early
God.
investor.
I would
Yeah,
love to.
it's weird how he only follows a certain demographic on OnlyFans.
Are they all well endowed, or
Oh,
what was
they're
that?
very well endowed.
What was the term? Was that the term? you used?
Especially at the bottom half.
bountiful blessings.
Hey, you know what? Bountiful blessings. You can't ask for any more than that. All right. Well, moving on. Here's the structure.
the way he moved on from that.
Moving right along.
Sorry, spitting in your face.
Here's what's gonna happen this episode. I have 5 questions up here. Some of them are people asking for advice. Some of them are just like general questions, and I'm just gonna ask it openly based
And
on
I
what
have
you
not
guys
seen
choose.
any of these, by the way. I'm going in dark.
Kunal's not seen them. But
Oh,
first, I wanted to get into something because, you know what? I'm 24 now. I think it's about time. We're all around this age too. I think it's about time we really accept who we are and not be afraid to hide anything. So I have some questions for you. I have a series of questions. All right. First thing, picking your nose. disgusting, right? Of course.
Picking
I mean,
my nose.
Right?
I do it
Depends
all
on
the
the
time.
situation.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
When are
but
you
it-
picking your nose?
Yeah.
Okay, do it. Okay. So this is getting to what I'm getting
Well,
at.
it's not just it's when it's what you do afterwards. Like if you just kind of fucking pick your nose and then rub it off on the back of like someone's couch or something. Yeah, I think you're criminal for that.
If you eat it, it's nasty too.
Yeah, that's gross.
But if it's
Okay,
like,
so
you
when
know,
is it not
late
when is
at
it not
night
gross? When's
and
it
it's like
appropriate?
dry
Mhm.
and your nose is like, you can't find the Kleenex box, you just like,
Yeah.
Did you just put it on your nose? Like,
No, I just like,
and you go somewhere you don't
Oh,
know?
you
just
like snort.
Oh,
it's
you
like the
snot
opposite of
rocket.
yeah, you snot rocket. It's like the opposite of snorting, right? Like you press one nostril and then blow
yeah.
out.
And
Are
then
you
Yeah,
doing
but see-
this to me?
Yeah, but
I'll
see,
do
that's
that.
not picking your nose though, right?
I'll do that into a tissue.
like-
Yeah, I don't think that's picking. I'm talking about like getting your finger up in there and all in there, pulling that shit out.
There's an occasion. Yeah, I don't think it's gross when, look, I live my life by a very few set of principles. Okay, and one of them is when my own body is betraying me, it's time to act. So if there's like a fucking,
interesting.
there's like some bats in the cave that are either just making me look unappealing or like that are physically like impeding
Some
my progress
bats in
to
the
having a
cave.
good day. Like maybe they're tickling or they're poking me or whatever. Yeah, I'm pulling that fucker out and I'm disposing of it.
Okay. So
where
yeah,
are you
this is
disposing it?
It
question.
depends. If I'm close by like a Kleenex or something, automatically it just goes in there. Otherwise, like I'll get up and like I'll go to like a faucet or something and like just wash my hands off in it. Or like I'll get it in the sink and then wash my hands and then move on.
all right. Fair, cleanly.
Okay,
in
what
my
if you're
opinion.
like outside without a Kleenex?
I won't do it. I'll crinkle my nose
You'll be
and
a booger man. for
I'll
that.
I'll do like really sharp like inhales, like try to
Yeah, but then
know.
sometimes
Try
that
to maybe
backfires because
swallow
then
it?
yeah,
No, yeah, I mean,
exactly.
if that's
you do
what
it
it's
too
gotta
sharply,
be,
it goes
yeah.
like.
right, and that'll suck. But at least I didn't pick it and then rub it off like on my.
But you know
jeans
what?
or
Like
something.
it never came out of you at that point. It was always internal.
Right,
Anyways,
but
that's not
I'm
even what I'm trying
I don't
to
feel
get
like I'm
into.
being gross.
I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't think about
your
it that
nose?
much. No, I pick my nose all the time, bro. I wipe it on Cass, but I don't think about it as often as you guys.
Okay, no, here's my thing is that like I've never actually talked about it. Not that I was ashamed of it or anything. Definitely not. I'm not ashamed of it.
Right.
But like growing up, it was like it's always gross to pick your nose. It's like grab a tissue and like blow it out. But like that is simply not an option many of the times. And like I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like the mucus inside my nose will get hard and like literally sharp to the point where like
Mhm.
if I like press on my nostril on one side, like it'll like puncture it. And like I used to make my nose bleed all the time by doing that.
Yeah.
Because you were too scared to pick your nose.
Nah, but so then I would do it. But then I was like, I felt like it wasn't like societally appropriate. But I'm like, I'm stabbing my nose if I don't do this. Like, fuck out of here. You
I don't know
what
if mine ever got to the point where there was
They
a
would stab
fucking
you?
sword fight going on inside of my nostrils.
No, yeah, there's definitely it still happens sometimes. Like if I'm not careful or if I'm not like actively picking my nose, that
Interesting.
shit. Yeah, I'm like I used to have like a deviated septum because like I got hit in the nose with a baseball one time, so like fucked up my nose. And yeah, ever since then, like I had really frequent like nosebleeds, and that would happen all the time. Where like I
Interesting.
just have a booger in there that I didn't know about. I'd like press on my nose because I had an itch or something, and then I'd just start bleeding and be like, "What the? Some bullshit."
I would do the snot rocket.
Snot
method.
rocket?
Can I?
That wouldn't
Okay.
bring it out though. It's stuck on there.
I guess I do want to talk about this. I didn't think I originally did, but I never like just blowing my snot into my nose. Like blowing my snot into like the tissue. Like if I can do that, cool. But sometimes those hard to reach boogers. I just literally use the Kleenex like a finger condom, and I just sheath it because then it's like it's acceptable, and then I bend it down, I dig it down. You don't ever make contact with the nastiness, but like you get it out if that makes sense.
No, I need contact. I need to feel around in there. I need contact with the nastiness.
So you prefer like the no condom approach.
Yeah, basically.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I go in raw into my own nose.
Health teachers hate you.
Hopefully no one ever takes that out of context. All right, well that's interesting. I guess you guys are more on my side than I thought you guys would be. So that's cool. Let's get rolling with some questions here. So Cass, as a first time on the show guest, I want to give you the opportunity. Do you want to start off by answering like someone who's asking for advice or just like a general out there question? What do you want to get to first?
Let's do general.
All right, General. I have 2 years.
And as tradition, prank the guest. Daniel, pull out the advice question.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it, though. Okay, these are both kind of, actually, now that I look at them, kind of in the same vein. One is about money. One is about kind of just, I don't know. Just go with that. One is about money. One's not about money.
Just, pick what you
Oh,
want.
go with my gut. Okay, here's a question. How do you convince yourself to get out of bed in the morning? And I'm curious about that because I feel like I'll enter my initial thoughts and then like maybe we could set it stage this way. Because I felt like me personally, it was always a job that got me up in the morning, or like if I had school or something, I had class. I was always the type to be like, which many people are, like right before the thing they have to do is like they wake up. If you don't have any commute or like you don't have to do anything, like I'm waking up like 5 minutes before the thing I have to do, and then I just do it as soon as I wake up. And then other than that, when I like during COVID, let's pretend in my last job, I may or may not have like gotten pretty good to the point where I didn't have to wake up right away, or like I didn't have to spend, let's say 9 to 5 working on that. Like I didn't actually really have to get up, weirdly. So then I just like snooze, and it would take me a while to get my day started. But now it's kind of different. Like I change it with different things. So yeah. You're gonna say something, Cass?
No, go.
They asked you.
Oh.
No, I'm asking it open. Anyone could jump in.
Oh,
She's
I
better
like
at the-
waking up,
Yeah.
so I don't need much. I need
You're a morning
like
person?
a half decent day outside, so that I'm motivated to like go outside and get coffee.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
That's sick. What's the first thought you have when you wake up?
Is it gonna be cold outside?
Really?
And how many layers do I need to put on to go outside?
I feel like
Okay,
I
so
actually have
that's-
a very similar thought process as well when I wake up.
So
Well,
that's
I
like
just pretty much the
that's the
first thing
thing to
on
do though. You wake up and you're like, I'm going outside is the next like move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like
I
lay
live in a shoebox, so like I gotta get a little bit of fresh air.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel you.
I got that.
Especially now when it's
Exactly.
cold as fuck and COVID with lockdown. It's crazy. So shit, what was I gonna say though? Do you like lounge around in bed for a bit, or you like you wake up as soon as you're awake, essentially you're out?
Oh, she hates it.
What?
She'll be on my ass like, get up. We gotta get coffee. Like she's ready to leave the house like as soon as she wakes up.
Yeah. I need that energy. Like I've
I'm
been
just
trying
trying
to
to chill.
instill that in myself actually.
Yeah, we're pretty opposite like that. I'm like, let's go get your ass out of bed. And he's like, let's relax.
When I was
Let's chill
Yeah.
in bed. Cozy here.
honestly taking a shit is what gets me out of bed usually, or like
Right,
taking a
right.
piss.
Mm.
Because it's like you actually have to do that.
Yeah.
That's actually the
It's
only
kinda-
thing
that's kinda
that
like the
gets you out
job.
of bed.
That's kind of what I was talking about with the job. It's like there's actually a need for you. Like if you're going to be employed and whatever, like you need to do your task. If you need to go to like if you're doing this project or going to class or whatever, like you got to get up. If you got to take a shit, like you're not just going to take a shit in bed.
Well, I feel like
you gotta
needs
get
like
up.
that. Needs like that definitely do it. But I also now am starting to get I guess I get pretty much irritated with myself if I've wasted too much of the day already, like in
Yeah.
bed or whatever. So if it's like, I don't know, my fucking first alarm went off at 8:45, second at 9 a.m. And at this point, I feel like I'm just lingering on. I'm wasting time, just like literally laying down, doing nothing. That alone gets me out of bed. It's not even a need. It's just a want of like, I just want to start my day and start doing things. Even if it's like taking a shower or going out to get a coffee or going out to, going out for a run or
Yeah.
whatever. I just don't want to waste time. Like the earlier I can get my day started, the better, I feel like.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. I used to like in university, especially during the days where I was like partying a lot, like on weekends or whatever. I
Nice.
actually didn't even care about the next day. Like I would just be down to stay up like as long as I was having a good time the night before. And then like the next day I would just like get whatever 8-hour period I needed. So like even if I went to bed at like 5, I would still wake up at like what's the math there? Like 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was totally
See, like
not
I'm
good,
the other
'cause,
way
like-
around. So like now to this point where it's like I'll like regardless, I feel like I'm waking up at latest 9 a.m. So if I sleep at 12, awesome, I got a lot of sleep. If I'm fucking falling asleep at 4 a.m., then I'm just gonna have to wake up early and then compensate the next night and just sleep in the next night. But I'm not gonna wake up late because I just don't want to.
Yeah, I'm on that too. I'm like, that's how I knew I was getting older. Is I really, really appreciate my mornings. The daylight is super special to me, so I'd prefer to wake up at 7. And even if I have like things to do, like I have days where like I'll like do like a whole bunch of shit, and then it'll only be like 2 p.m. I'm like, holy fuck, it's so much of the day left. I ain't even like, I've already done so much. Like I don't even have anything left to do, and that's like a much better feeling than like getting out of bed at 2 and then be like, all right, I still have time to do all the shit I needed to do.
Yeah,
I feel that, but also recently I've learned the like beauty of actually being lazy, because I've always been that person to be up at 8 a.m.
Courtesy of Govi.
Like, yeah,
I teach her the great things in life.
but it's true. I used to like, even if I was,
bro.
even if I was like going to bed at 6 a.m., I'd be up at 8 or 9, regardless. And now I'm like, oh, it's chill to sleep in until like 11, 12. That's kind of nice too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, I'm on the opposite. I think I've lived like that for a long time, and I'm appreciating the other side of that, and I'm like retraining. I've been like I literally wake up at 7 every day, regardless of when I went to sleep, and it's actually been, I mean, on weekends I still kind of get myself whatever. Sometimes I might wake up at 8:30, but every day, and it's like the first time in my life where I actually never snooze. I actually just wake up at 7, and fucking, it's sick.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a great routine to be on.
This whole episode is like Daniel bragging. It's like, yo, by the
Yo,
way,
guys,
it's like,
I also like, fuck, man, I've been working out so much using this app that I won't mention. Like,
I was just gonna say,
my biceps are just fucking like huge.
The one you paid for? Yeah.
A great segue into like, yeah, how do I get out of bed? I wake up and get my fit on.
Oh, this is why he's on the show. This is why he's back. There it is.
Do your commercials.
Fuck's sakes. I just want to reiterate again. Fuck fit on. I don't care about this company.
Take us to the next question.
Now you're never gonna get that sponsor.
Daniel, you paid for it. You can't say that.
No, I could still be a self-hating customer.
No,
And proud of it.
I won't allow it.
All right, next question. Govin, what do you think? Advice one or another general one?
I'll give you a Govinder answer. Give me the more hectic question.
Oh, geez,
There it is.
Okay. Well, what do you define? What are you gonna define hectic as? Let me give you some options.
All right.
One is
hold on.
What?
Shouldn't that internally come from you, Daniel? You look at those questions, you just know this is hectic, and it doesn't get worse than this.
It depends. No, because as we all know, hectic can be used in a plethora of applications. I think like one is like life hectic. Like this is a truly this is okay. I feel like it's just this one. Okay.
See, you knew.
Yeah, I guess I did know all along.
Daniel, put your hands on the wheel and just steer, drive, take us there.
All right, I'm driving off a cliff.
Jeez.
All right, here's the question. This guy said, or this person said, might be homeless in a few days. I'm 18 and still in high school. What do I do?
Oh my god, that's fucking hectic.
Yeah, do you regret it now? Do you regret it? Okay, so I'll try and just skim through this pretty quickly.
Go to the gym, get a lawyer, sign an NDA.
Lawyer up. That like Reddit meme from like 5 years ago. That's outdated, dude. Anyways, this guy said, I've done what I could to prepare clothes, stuff I want to take into my car, food and such. I'm looking for a job at the moment, but haven't really heard from anything. I'm just waiting to be kicked out, and that's what's killing me right now. My mom isn't exactly a great person, and I think she realizes how I've caught on with that. I've tried to ask people online or friends, but I've gotten no responses. Amazingly, just okay, I don't know what he's talking about there. I just ended up deleting my Twitter and Instagram after no one responded to me. I'm not sure what to do right now. I feel sick to my stomach. Just waiting for this shit to happen. I don't have anyone to talk to about this. I don't feel like I'm going to be okay. That was the entire question.
So wait, is he inevitably getting? I missed like the first 5
Okay,
seconds because I got a
here's-
Yahoo Fantasy lineup update that my
Yeah.
player's out today.
And that's shitty of you.
No,
Otherwise,
absolutely it is. That's why I'm asking.
So okay, so here's the assumptions I'm gonna make about
Yeah.
this question to kind of guide us here. This person is finishing high school, doesn't have a job, and the relationship with his mother, and I'm assuming the dad is out of the picture. The relationship with the mother is so bad to the point where he can't live with her anymore.
I see.
And he does have a. I don't know why I'm assuming this is a guy. This person has a car, and they are essentially, I guess, using the time frame as soon as they're done their final year of high school, they're moving out.
Did they mention at all, like, if financially wise, I'm assuming, actually, since they're reaching out to friends, I'm assuming that's not necessarily an option, like paying for a place or like renting out a place or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's like a high school kid.
Yeah.
So if there's any money, it's barely anything, and whoever it is doesn't have a job.
Damn.
I think I know where to start, kind of.
All right, where'd you start?
Please do.
Good thing he has a car or van. I mean, first steps, obviously, this is pretty obvious to him, I'm sure, but like, try to find that first place of like where you can stay and like set up a base of operations, whether it's like in your van, car, or it's like a friend, or maybe even like a shelter if you really need to.
Right.
But in terms of like jobs, honestly, I would recommend this person trying to get into like retail specifically like telecommunication sales, like a Rogers or Verizon, AT&T, only because that's where I first worked. And the approach of going in and being like, hey, like I'm about to be homeless, but I don't have any like issues otherwise, and I have the most incentive to sell and get results, would hopefully get him a job with someone that's caring enough and someone that recognizes the potential as like, okay, like this person has nothing to lose, they're gonna fucking sell, make some money, get some commission, and at the same time, because you work for like one of those carriers, your internet's subsidized, your cell phone is subsidized. So you kind of save a little bit there, and then you kind of your next steps are just to worry about rent and maybe insurance and stuff like that. And depending on the job, you may get it with it, or you may have to like kind of pay out of pocket, and then just try to find the cheapest place possible and just save up like that. And those jobs, they can be tough, but they do pay like pretty well for retail jobs. You don't need like college experience or anything like that.
Good shit. That's actually an interesting point. I was thinking, do you lean into the fact that you're homeless when you're applying to places, or do you kind of like not kind of make that clear and you're just like, oh, they don't need to know, sort of thing, like I'm just applying to work at McDonald's or whatever?
Why not both, right? Just try different approaches. Try one. If that doesn't work,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
It also depends on like the place that you're trying to get a job at.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, more like maybe an office job that's more like you need to like either graduate or just, they may be worried about like your lack of stability, but like I feel like sales is a way more accepting, and because the nature of the job is so hard and a big factor of how well you use motivation, that motivation will set you apart from other candidates.
X.
That's a fucking great answer, and I did not know where to start. So
here's what I'm thinking right away is, first thing is that like, okay, ground zero, like you're just building up from here. How do you start? First thing is that I'm thinking about, because I'm assuming, I'm like, worst case scenario, this person doesn't get a job for a bit and they're like actually homeless, begging on the street type shit. In that case, you need to be where it's warmest, and you need to be where it's like more populated. If you're in like a small town, you need to like drive your ass to the city, I think. And if it's like cold, like go, and you're up north, like go south, because like being homeless when it's fucking winter, at least like around our area, is like fucking brutal as shit. I think I mean, that's why
this guy has a car, or a girl has a car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That broke.
But
that's true. You can
like sell
take
your
shelter
car.
in your car.
You definitely have money for the insurance for the car.
You don't know that, right? Maybe.
Well, they have.
I mean,
actually, you're right. If they're not like broke, but they know they're not gonna have a home,
then you can just like sell your car.
That's
like,
where my brain went. Yeah.
And like, then again, get like a job and build.
Selling the car is where my brain went first. I feel like, no, first of all, in a situation like this, no option is necessarily a great option. But I feel like selling the car and using whatever money you can get off of that as a starting point while you try to get shit together, and like, you're at this house and you're going to be moving out soon, but you're here for just a little bit longer. You have a place to stay for a little bit longer. You sell your car, you get some money, try to get a job in the meantime while you're still living here and get yourself set up. And then hopefully that makes a transition a bit smoother when you actually move out. I feel like just kind of packing everything up and driving south, driving north, or whatever, is mortgaging possibly. I think that's too extreme of a move that might not come with as much stability or ease in terms of a transition.
Okay, well, here's my thought process. One is that I'm thinking this person's poor and this vehicle is so garbage, it's actually not worth the effort or money to sell it, and it's better used as like a base of operations. Like this is like a fucking 98 Dodge, I don't know, some garbage shit that like you wouldn't even be able to sell for like anything, or like not even a month's rent. That's what I'm thinking. And this person wants to be like relocating where into like a cheaper area they can get rent, and then hopefully like get a job within the area, so that like once they get that job, it's not like an hour long commute.
Like my thought process is right now you're trying to get a job, you have this car to drive you from fucking point A to point B, and you're still living out of this house while you try to get set up for the time being. If you just pack up and drive north, you're operating out of your car now until you get a job. You still have to find ways to pay for like gas or whatever too. If financially speaking things are that bad to where selling the car doesn't even matter, you're literally just operating out of the car, going from interview to interview, or trying to go from interview to interview. I don't even know how you're setting up these interviews from your car. Like I don't know.
If you're in the city, you can walk to 30 places.
Like, right, but why do that though? Like when you still have the whatever time you have left in the house. You know what I mean? Why not just take whatever time you have here to get that initial setup period done? And like whatever Govin said in his answer, whatever Cass said at the start of her answer with finding a job, do all that while you're still here for however long you're still here.
That's interesting. Actually, I just assumed he's already out. Yeah, this person's still. I don't know why I'm assuming it's a guy too.
Can I just say this person has obviously like shitty luck, because honestly, like he's age 18, like none of his friends are helping him out. Like no one's helping him out. But literally,
that sucks.
Give it like 3 years, and all of his friends are gonna be like so many people from that age, like once they get to like their 23s are like sharing a shitty like room in like a shitty house with a bunch of people, paying cheap rent. Pretty much, like they may have like families that like they can go back to, but like are pretty much on their own. So people are doing that, and they're kind of in it together. But it's just like the age is a little bit older, right?
I agree. And I mean, again, you're in a shitty situation and a borderline, you know, depending on the extent of it to the details that we don't know, even a borderline desperate situation. So yeah, you deleted all your social media and all that. If there's anyone else you feel like you can still try to reach out to in the process, I mean, there's no fucking harm at this point. See what you can do.
I'm just reading the comments now, and we definitely missed one. The first one is, if you're in the US, you're still in school, like tell your school counselor and they can find you temporary housing.
Oh.
So we're doing everything we just said. Do what that guy said.
We're not in the US though.
Yeah, well, if they're not,
I'm sure it could be something like that in Canada.
Yeah. Maybe if it's like a third world country, it'd be less like
fair.
Available. This might be a more common thing.
Fair. Find an answer that starts with if you're in a third world country. What do they say?
Shit. What was I gonna say? There was another
Search
thing.
comments.
I would just like, take up crime. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Like scam. I don't know. Like
follow-up
crime
question.
Is what you were gonna say?
Because on that note, you were saying like, oh, like the friends. There's like it's not the time when like your friends would accept you or whatever. If I was homeless, would you guys let me live with you?
In my studio? Probably not. maybe.
It'd take that long to think.
You can sleep on my beanbag.
All right, that's something.
Man,
I appreciate that.
It's kind of cozy.
Kunal, you've been quiet.
You know, I'm still living with my parents, and like we are in the middle of a pandemic, and
really,
you know,
dude. I swear I don't have the virus, man.
And like fucking,
I just need a fucking.
I just don't know
bro.
if you're, you know, I want to house someone who makes smart financial decisions, and you paid for Fit On. So,
Oh my god.
I mean, obviously you have the money, you're just not using it wisely. So I think it's a
had
no
to-
for me.
I had to sell my Fit On subscription. That's how bad things have gotten, dude.
Then I don't know. This is gonna sound really bad, but I don't need those vibes in my room right now. And I think you're on your
Imagine
own.
telling your homeless friend, I don't need those vibes right now. Fuck. That'd be the worst. That'd be the most millennial and the worst thing to say.
Like,
Man.
All right. Well,
Okay.
good luck to throw away 543709052. I mean, good luck to you.
We tackled that one really well. No.
We did, yeah.
that was certainly hectic. So.
Oh.
I'm
It
glad.
was.
I'm glad I reached that hectic threshold. Kunal,
Yeah.
what are you thinking for a question here?
Give me a nice, long, thick, juicy, I'm in trouble, sticky, don't know where to go. I need advice. Give me the meatiest, juiciest one you can find.
I mean, like, there's only 5 here, so like, I'm not gonna like search for more.
I didn't say search for. I just said out of the 5 you have, go off the criteria I just gave you.
Okay, there's two left that require advice.
Okay, hit me with one of those.
One is like a silly, embarrassing, like kind of just not safe for work one.
Mhm.
Another one is kind of like a COVID-ish question, but like kind of relationship focused.
Give me the second.
The second one?
Give me
All
the
right.
second one.
Yo, relationship advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that
Alright.
one.
This one is.
I actually think for the style of episode we have right now, that's a good choice.
Are you done
What,
cutting
what,
me off?
whoa,
though?
whoa. What is that supposed to be?
What do you mean? Daniel and I in a relationship, I think we could provide great insight.
Good.
I'm taking that audio and I'm using that to my advantage for the rest of time.
Don't. That was a joke, and it was a bad one.
You know what else? Okay, really quick before I talk about this question, you know what I was thinking about? I think about this podcast a lot, and like the things I say, I'm careful about because I don't want. Not that I'm completely open with who I am, but I don't necessarily want a record of things, like intimate details of my life on record, so that I'm not there to explain it. People can take it the wrong way. People can use it against me. Whatever.
Context is key. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking though? In like 10 years, technology is going to get so advanced that like video or recorded evidence of things is going to it's going to blur the line because technology is going to be so advanced that people, there's already like, what was that thing that happened? Like face deep or what was it?
The deep fakes.
Yeah, deep fakes. Yeah. There was already deep fakes, which is like, augmenting your face on like an actual, like augmenting you being a person. And then I think a similar thing could happen with voices or audio if it already didn't happen. And it's like, it's not even going to matter anymore. Like you're going to hear recorded evidence or see it and be like, yeah, I still don't know if that's real.
Just kind of concerning that our podcast and you making jokes about us being in a relationship is what brought that thought to your mind.
So I guess I could say whatever the fuck I want. All right, now here's the question. All right, how do you tell someone, I'm not ignoring you right now, I'm just disconnected from reality right now. The days are all blurred together and I feel completely numb towards everything around me. So it's really hard for me to maintain a conversation.
That's a relationship question.
That's a relationship question?
Well, I mean, I think so because it's
With
like, how do you
people,
tell someone? I assume this is like someone telling this to a significant other.
I don't.
Like,
I assume that's just someone telling it to like a friend or like a classmate or whatever, someone that they maybe talk to regularly. In which case, I would say copy and paste exactly what you just said in the question and send it to them.
I was
Yep.
thinking that.
And
too.
if they're understanding enough, to which I hope they are, then they'll get that A, hey, do you need your space? Or B, hey, do you need someone to talk to regardless? So, I'm here for you. That's it. That's my approach, at least. That's what I would
Man,
Yeah.
just a speed
I'd
run.
be the same way. Speed run this shit. No,
That's what I would do.
but I have a follow-up question. There's the reason why I picked this one is like nowadays I feel like, excuse me, many of us are like, we're social people. We thrive on being social. Like me for one, moving out, especially during COVID on my own, has really taught me like how much I appreciate relationships, like family and friends, and I want to experience life with people. So I want to talk to people. I want to like hear what they're doing. I want to tell them what I'm doing
Sure.
and do stuff together. Whatever.
Right.
With that all being said, I feel like sometimes it's like I feel the same way as this person, but I don't want to like give into that. Like I still want to talk to people, and even when it feels like shitty. So I was gonna ask, what are the things like you spark up in a conversation, or like to like give a reason to be talking to someone other than just like trying to maintain a conversation for the sake of maintaining it, you know? So to open up a question.
No, I think it's like normal in this time though
Yeah.
to like not want to talk to people all the time. And I think it's also super okay if you don't have the same level of conversation with everyone as you usually do. Like, obviously you can talk to people and like your friends, but like it comes to a certain point where like we're not doing shit. We're just like staying at home. There's not much to like update on. So I think it's kind of okay to like look a little bit inwardly and like do your own shit.
I agree. And I mean, I don't subscribe to the idea that if you're not in the right headspace that you need to still, feel the need to spark up a conversation with someone that's trying to talk to you, or someone that you want to talk to, I guess. Even if I'm not in the right headspace, I still might want to talk to someone, but I don't force that conversation, because I know at the end of the day, it most likely will not be a great conversation for either me or the other person, because like right now I just don't have the energy level, or my mind's not in the right space to have a conversation. In general, it doesn't even need to be a hectic conversation. Maybe I'm just not in the space to have any level of conversation right now, and give yourself the time, especially with the time that we're in right now. I mean, a lot of people might find themselves in that place, and it's fine to just, first of all, I think selfish is the wrong word, but I'm still just going to use it. It's okay to be selfish in situations like this, and just fucking be to yourself until you feel like you're okay. And then go out and find whatever that need is to talk to someone, or want is to talk to someone, but don't force it.
Yeah. Well, I agree and disagree with that. Cause I'm thinking of the perspective of someone like me, who it's like the incentive, or like, there's not like normal interactions within my life where I'm just talking to people, and I'm just talking to the people I like to, just because, the life life brings me to do that. Like if I'm going into work, I'm chatting up people, whatever. If I'm like doing something fun on the weekend, I'll talk to my friends then when we do some like cool event together. But now it's like I'm doing no events. I'm never going into work. I'm literally always in my room, and I still want to talk to people.
Right.
And there's no real reason to do that.
Oh, dude, I just fucking force it, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
I just force it. Like for example, at work, there's like a few coworkers that like I really think are awesome, and I like just FaceTime them. Like today, I just FaceTime a coworker on a Friday. Like everyone wants to get off work, and I'm just like, yo, I know I'm from work, but I'm gonna talk to you. So we talked a little bit. It was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't force that convo. Like even Daniel, I'll call you or you'll call me, and like maybe I only talk to you for like 5 minutes, but like that's good, right? Like I don't have to talk to you for 30 minutes.
Right, yeah.
When I'm at the store, I talk to like people. Like I make like comments. Like Cass knows, like I love talking and saying random shit. I've embarrassed myself so many times, but like, it's just fun, man. Like just force it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And I've like the input I was gonna give on this thing, like what's been working for me is, I think we all kind of, since we're all remote, like we all were like, all right, let's plan some Zoom thing with like a bunch of friends. We're all going to do something fun. I think that actually it's cool, but like it often takes away from what it could be, because no one can have actual side conversations. You can't actually talk to everyone at the same time. And I've found that just like having just randomly calling people one-on-one is like actually the best way to talk to people. And when they don't pick up, or they're like don't feel like it or whatever, you're just like, cool, like you don't take that as like a slight or like whatever. They don't have to follow up or anything. It's just, I'm just like in the mood to talk right now. I'm just gonna call some people up, and whoever like picks up, I'll just shoot the shit type of thing.
No, I mean, for the record, I don't disagree either. I was just answering in the context of the guy who asked.
No, you did. did.
Yeah. You paid for Fit On too, man.
Fucking
I'm answering in the context of someone who's like not in the right headspace. But if you're feeling fine and just want to talk to someone, I absolutely subscribe to the idea of just reaching out. The person that you're reaching out to might be in the exact same headspace, might be going through it and be fucking glad that miraculously someone just reached out while I needed them to. If they don't want to talk to you, they simply won't respond or won't pick up, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I think like people that are in a bad headspace, if they're in it for too long, like I think people talking to your friends or talking to your family is going to make you feel better, and you should.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, I guess we all agree then. Shit. I guess I win in a way.
Oh no, unreal.
I guess my biceps are huge in a way.
Holy shit, I hate you right now.
But
so
actually,
does Planet Fitness. Fit on.
Yeah, I'd be going if I could. That was funny though.
Fit on, yeah.
I was actually doing remote like work from home workouts before COVID because I had such a falling out with LA Fitness that that sounds awful. Yeah, that's not even like ASMR standards right now. You couldn't even do it.
That was just scary.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
I have no idea how I sound, by the way. So
I do. All right, well, I think now is a good time to wrap up. I think we're like close to an hour now, so it's good shit. Appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you, Cass. Thank you, Govin. How'd you guys happy with the way we answered these questions?
Yeah. It was a good episode.
It's good shit. Kunal,
Thanks for having me on.
Of course. Kunal, any final words?
Not really. I guess I would just like to say thank you to Govi and Cassie for coming on. I mean, it's really just it's experiences like this that just make this podcast what it is. I mean, it
You've
just
never
makes it
met
so
Cass
great.
in person, asshole.
Damn it! I was trying to go up on a whole spiel after saying not really. Fuck. No, I have nothing to say. I've been bested.
That's how this world is. Kunal's like always been at the parties, but now there is no parties.
And now there is no Kunal in a way.
But there is Fit On.
Oh, and there will always be Fit On, especially when Daniel paid for it.
I'm actually kind of the same boat as Daniel. Honestly, I'm sick of Fit On, bro. Like, cut the check or let's stop talking about them.
That's what I'm saying, man. And like at this point, like I'm editing this episode, like we've said it too many times.
Daniel
like,
cut them the check, ironically, and paid them. I mean, it's really crazy when you think about it, huh? Anyway, it's a great episode, guys.
It got to the point in my life where at a certain point, my time is worth more than my money. You know?
So you flexed your body on us this episode. You flexed your daily routine.
My body.
The amount of money you have.
Never mind, actually.
I flex my time. Bro.
I think Go was about to make a very regrettable joke.
No, I'm just like.
Really?
Say it,
wow.
dude. Say it.
No, I was just
what I love is that
I was gonna call out Daniel, but I don't want to.
No, I want you to.
I love that his videos on, so I actually got to watch him get disappointed as he had to pull that back.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Wow. Well, you just teased the entire audience. Thank you, everyone who's listening. Love you all. Stay safe. Stay, take care of yourselves. And don't fucking join Fit On. All right. We'll see you in the next 2 weeks.
I'm going to download this app now.
Yeah, seriously. Let's log on.
Fuck.
Bye, guys. Thank you for
Bye.
having us.
Guys, thank you so much for listening to the I'm Here podcast. We will see you next week for yet another episode.
This is the last time I'm here.